right in. On the television side, along with the lovely and talented Kyle Draper, is the grizzled veteran now, TV analyst, the one, the only, Kayte Christensen. Good morning, Kayte.
Good morning. Oh, my goodness. Jason, it's like I never know where he's going to go with my intros. And quite honestly, it's terrifying every time.
Why? I understand. I don't know either.
I complimented you.
Yeah. Kyle
Grizzled.
Draper, the lovely Kyle Draper, and then the grizzled Kayte Christensen. Good morning, David.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you wanted me to condescend to you because you're a girl.
No,
lovely and talented Kayte.
Oh, no. No, that is not at all it. This is, good morning. It's, how many hours into the day is it for opening day, huh?
8 hours and 4 minutes, Kayte.
Oh my goodness. I feel like it's been like the longest lead up to a home opener in a long time because of all the excitement. I'm tired at 6 a.m. this morning. I woke up exhausted. So let's see how this day goes. Jason
played, by the way, well done on the updates, Jason.
Hey, thank you.
Jason played a clip coming back of last year's opening night, which just so happened to be
an amazing call.
Yeah, against Portland at the Moda Center, and the Kings were able to steal a victory, and hopefully they repeat that. But you heard Gary Gerald say after a 4-0 preseason, after winning the Summer League and going undefeated there, the Kings are 1-0. So I'm going to ask you something. How you felt after that game versus how you feel now. Are you as more or less excited?
Well, I mean, I think that asking me to remember how I felt after opening night last year, my memory. Come on now.
That's true.
But I will say genuinely that like this is a very, very intriguing, exciting start to a season because, I've said it, multiple times at this point, as we've gone through preseason and getting ready to open the regular season, this is the most talent that has been on this roster since the first year I came to the Kings and joined the broadcast team in 06-07. And, that was kind of the year that they started kind of tearing things up and getting rid of pieces, like Bibby gone, like all of that stuff. So I'm genuinely excited because this team has a ton of talent. And I think that from what we've seen so far with Mike Brown and his coaching staff, they've done an excellent job, and it's only going to continue to get better. So I'm genuinely really excited and intrigued to see how this kind of gets off the ground.
Kayte, the preseason numbers, for what it's worth, were really good defensively. Principles and some of the schemes and emphasis there, do you think that's going to translate at least early on in the season for this team defensively?
I think it's going to translate early on in the season for sure. I mean, one of the biggest, worries, and it's trauma, right? Like it's where we've been in the past. I was excited last season by what I saw of their defensive performance in the preseason. And then, once you got into the regular season, if memory serves correct, it was about 2 weeks in where there was just a massive drop off defensively. And that's when you start traveling. That's when you start having less and less practice time. You're not, drilling things every day like you are in training camp. And there was a massive drop off. But I think that, one of the most promising things that I've seen about this team is just, and it happens on both ends, but this, we're talking about defense right now, is the constant movement, the talking, the really covering things extremely well. I have a lot of faith, a lot of hope going in, but I want to see where they're at a month into the season and see if they're still consistently sticking with it.
I want to remind you, all guests come to you from the Folsom Lake Honda Hotline. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop. All right, Kayte, I want you to throw away the TV analyst right now, and I want you to bring back the WNBA player from a tiny little corner of Northeast California where you grew up milking cows or whatever. I want the hard-nosed Kayte to answer this question, the WNBA player Kayte to answer this question. If a team consistently does not play defense very well, if a team consistently does not shoot their free throws very well. Jason and I were just having this conversation. As fans,
I know you guys made me just, kind of doom and gloom.
No, I'm going to tell you.
We start to panic about free throws. Jeez, I was listening.
I'm asking you, and thank you for listening. Is it fair to look at that as laziness and lack of work ethic?
No. Are you talking specifically about the free throws?
I'm saying, if it's a pie, how much of the pie on consistently not shooting free throws is lack of focus and laziness and not working on it? How much of it is, well, they just can't shoot free throws? It doesn't matter if they practiced 5 hours a day every day.
Yeah. So listen, I think it's an interesting question because it's incredibly difficult to answer because, I was not a great free throw shooter. I put in a ton of time shooting them, a ton of time. I mean, one-handed, like breaking it down, going through the rhythm, getting, everyone kind of like I had a two bounce rhythm going into it.
Oh my God, 60.8%. Gee,
Yeah,
did
no,
you even try?
Geez, Dave.
My
But
God.
the point is that I think free throws, the name of it is almost a little misleading. It's not an easy shot to shoot. I mean, great shooters, the Steph Currys of the world, but you'll have guys that, are really incredible players and great scorers, great shooters, really struggle with free throws. And so I think it's more of a confidence thing. And yeah, time, but you can't ever account for going to the line with pressure of the game situation, with 18,000 people looking at you, whether you're home or away. I think a lot of it is more mental. And so I don't think you can attribute it to being terrible free throw shooters to being purely lazy. You can work on it, you can drill it, you can do the stuff, but that's not enough to make you a great free throw shooter.
What about
it
defense?
A lot of things.
What about defense?
Defense is something for me that defense is a purely effort-based thing. There are some people that are not going to ever be great defenders. They don't have lateral foot speed, like that they don't have the athletic talent at the NBA level to be like a lockdown defender. One person that comes to mind is Bellinelli, right?
Yeah.
Gosh, is that who it was that was on our team who was in Golden State last year?
No,
Gosh,
DiVincenzo.
Or Bielitsa.
No.
Oh, Bielitsa, sorry.
I was like, Bellinelli doesn't sound right. Sorry, you guys. It's too many rosters to keep track of. But Bielitsa is a really great example. He is not athletically a great defender. He's really good in a team concept because he's smart. He gets to the right places. He does what he's supposed to do. So for me, defense is you have to be smart. You have to know the system, but you have to be willing to give effort no matter what your, quote unquote, athletic ability limits you to. And so I do personally think like Terrence Davis is a really perfect example. There was times at the beginning of the season last year when he was really not getting a ton of playing time, where defensively he was just terrible. I mean, it was unacceptable. And then when he got another opportunity later in the season, his defense was much better. He is a good defender. He has the ability to be a really high-level defender, but that's about the mental side of dedicating yourself to it, committing, and sticking with it and working hard, right? Some people just will get lazy and focus more on the offensive aspect of it. So the defense, to me, Dave, is a little bit different than the free throw situation.
Okay. Well, that's Kayte Christensen. 44.4% in that last year, man.
Wow, Dave.
No, I'm just saying.
God.
Honestly, I kind of want to get on the floor with her now and see what's going. 40. I mean, were you distracted by a bumblebee, or
Oh my God.
Katie,
I mean,
punch
do you
him the
want
next
to
time you see him.
wrestle? Like, do you want to play one-on-one? Like, what do you want to do?
No, I
Like, now
don't.
you're getting me
I'm
fired
sorry.
up.
You're the best. I'm the worst. You're attractive. I am
I will
not good
take
looking.
Katie in that one.
I would too. Katie, you're the best. Hey, listen, good luck tonight. Seriously, not that you need it. I know you probably started prepping 5 hours ago. Have fun, and hopefully we have a very, very good season this year.
All right, here's to the season, y'all.
All right,
Yes.
see ya. Take care. That's Kayte Christensen. We'll take a break.
Impressed me.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, I would say we're looking forward to having her every week this season, and I'm hoping she shows up for more than 60.8% of the shows.
Wow.
When we get back, Wine Wednesday, you and I will be wine.